What's up guys, it's Kyle, and today for Tools Day we're doing something special. We're finally doing the shop tour. So what's up guys, this is pretty cool because I think since I've been on YouTube, I've been asked to do a shop tour of my personal shop. I built this thing about 4 or 5 years ago on my nights, my weekends, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, hey, what did that thing cost? I don't know, because I didn't wanna know. I just wanted to do it right. I wanted to do it so that potential customers, clients, whatever, they could see it, they could come and walk through it and really feel the space, because most people don't know what size is until they're in it and they can touch and feel it. So I wanted to do a shop tour kind of as a celebratory 100K thank you, and let's just go through the shop. I'll take you through, I'll show you what I've got, and hopefully this will turn into something that when we hit another milestone, I'll come back through and show you what has changed, because I'm constantly changing it. I'm constantly trying to make it better, make it my shop, and grow into it, because I'm gonna be here for a long time. So what you guys will notice here first is this is kind of just my little office area. I sit here a lot when I'm either on the phone with a client, a customer, or I'm just chilling on a Saturday. Literally, I like to come out here when I can and just sit and think about things, tinker. But this is where just a lot of catch-all stuff goes, stuff that I either receive or whatever. Tools come and go, and that's kind of where I look at them and play with them. Over here on this side, this is actually probably the first thing that I bought when I did the shop, was this set of tool benches. And these are store lock. They're custom made. They make these down in, I think it's Joliet, Illinois, so it's very close to me. I did a factory tour. I picked out the bench set I wanted. These things are super, super heavy duty. You can stand on these drawers. I probably will never fill them up. I mean, I've just got random stuff in here. I'm not super organized. As you can see here, I just got a bunch of random stuff thrown about. It's like I come home, I got tools that I'm not using for the day or that I just got, and I'll just throw them here. Pretty cool. And a little something about me that maybe most people didn't know, but this picture reminds me, is I used to be a pole vaulter in college, and that was kind of my crew, coach, their kids, and some of my teammates. I was a 4-time All-American pole vaulter, so pretty cool. I'm proud of that. Went to North Central College in Naperville, so big shout out to the Cardinals. Here I kind of keep my, I got some plaques for, actually here you go. That's our building that we're in right now. That was kind of the first building that I submitted for a building of the year back in 2014. I mean, that's my shop. It got a first place prize, building of the year in the NFBA, and I'm pretty proud of that, obviously. So that's really cool to have. But we also won the next year too for a building we did for a buddy of mine who owns a car dealership, and that was his play building. But anyway, enough about that. I'm proud of that stuff. I got a cool sign here that a buddy from Instagram made me. So I try to, people make me things. I've got this sign here that somebody made me, Maker Experiment. He's over on Instagram. Dude, this is a really sick sign that he made me too. I just try to show that stuff off. I've got people send me the shirts, which I love, and I try to show that off. And I kind of forgot to tell you, I do a sticker swap every Sunday night. So if you're not following me on Instagram, Sunday nights, I try to do a sticker swap live. That's kind of where it started. And here's some of my stickers right here. I send these out to people, on Instagram, followers or whatever. We do a sticker swap. And you can see down here, literally, I keep all of that stuff just because I think it's really cool that people, want to be a part of this. And I'll show you a little bit later my trailer where you can see all those stickers. But it all started right here on this post. This is kind of where I was going to start it all, and you can see I got a bunch of stickers kind of set up around. There's stickers all around this post. I just kind of ran out of room real quickly, so I was like, I need a better place to show this stuff off, and that's where I moved into my trailer, which I'll show you in a little bit here. But kind of moving on, I have not done a whole lot of woodworking projects, and I love doing that, but I just haven't had the time. And I actually took a little bit of time and I made this charging station. It's like the only thing that I've actually made furniture wise in here, and I just kind of throw my, my Milwaukee and DeWalt batteries. Now I've got Hitachi and Makita and other things that are just, you'll see, I mean, batteries everywhere. But this is kind of a cool memento if you guys have been following me since the DiResta build series. This is his, like, one of the first prints that he had done, and he mounted it on the building as we were building it. And as you can see, it's all dirty because it fell off one night in the rain. And I just said, I got to keep that, of course. And here you got your the first ever redheaded stepchild, Martinez M1. I keep that in here. And then I've got a couple signed redheads here by Mark Martinez. So that's kind of cool. Just mementos that I mean, I'm not going to swing that thing ever. These are both custom hammers that my buddy Mark gave me. So got the tool benches here where I just keep, batteries and whatnot, miscellaneous tools. And kind of this is where, when tools get sent to me, I just basically set them down here. And then as I get time, I try to get through to them. But yeah, I don't even know. I'm going to show you guys this, but it's kind of lame because I literally have done like nothing with this space. I always thought it was going to be like, maybe it was going to be my office, but I don't think I'll ever sit out here and do work, like business work. I've got a nice office in my house, so I don't know what I'm going to turn this space into. It's really, I got this fridge here. I don't even really, I keep some water in it. Clearly I've got some cheese. I don't know what I'm doing with cheese in here. And hot dogs, frozen hot dogs. I have no idea, that's embarrassing. But I keep everybody's hats. People send me some hats and stuff. I think it's awesome. I want to keep that stuff so I don't throw anything away. Clearly, I'm not a hoarder, but as you can see, some of this stuff has literally been sitting in this shop. Okay, so maybe I am a hoarder. This TV is probably 10 years old and I just can't get rid of it. I don't know. It probably cost me twice as much as a stinking 50-inch screen costs today. Let's go ahead and head into the trailer. I don't normally have my trailer home, but since it's here, we'll go ahead and walk into it. And you can definitely see here all of the stickers. That's the sticker wall I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. I have customers a lot of times will ask me, why do you have stickers of all these other contractors in your trailer? Man, I just think it's cool. I think the community that's been built up on social media has really, inspired and made a lot of people better people. So I think this is awesome, and it just kind of represents this whole community. So if you're interested, hit me up, DM me or whatever, and I'd love to put your sticker up on the wall because I think it's awesome. So this space up here, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it once again. And to be honest, maybe that's where down below in the comments, you guys give me some ideas. My wife said I should put a bar up here, but I'm thinking second story bar. I don't even drink that much, so it doesn't even make sense. But maybe a little studio recording or something cool up here. I don't know. It's just, I kind of like it. I always thought that I would put a sweet railing up here, which I should have a railing, and maybe a little room back in the corner, but then the rest of this just open for a cool little spot. It's just cool to look out kind of into the shop because it's obviously just a good view from up here. So pretty cool thing here, Beecham Barn. You might have seen this in some of the videos, but my buddy Rusty, he's out in North Carolina and he's got a brand called Beecham Barn. Obviously me being a barn builder, we kind of just connected, and that's where my surfing rooster hat comes from. That's a collaboration I did with Rusty, and he got this thing made with the Beecham Barn RR. Pretty cool when we announced the hat that we put out, and it's a cool hat. So I'll throw the link down below if anybody's interested. I don't care. It's not about making money. It's just a cool hat. So that's really all that's up here. Hopefully one day I can make this space cool, and I think that's where maybe the next video at another milestone, maybe I'll have done some of this, and my motivation will be that milestone and kind of some of the comments that you guys give me. So definitely let me know. I have no idea what it could be, but it could be something cool. Let's go downstairs to the next thing. If if nothing else, maybe this motivates me to either do some organization or finish these stairs. Let's go over here. This is actually kind of a cool story because this is the reason that I was able to build this shop, was because my wife had a horse coming home, and it was her horse that she grew up with. So the horse came to my wife after being gone at college. Her parents sold it. It came back to her. The person sold it back to my wife. And this is a multiple world champion showman horse. His name is Buddy. I don't know a ton about horses, but he just slobbered all over my hand. He's a really good horse. And so this space is actually my wife's domain. She loves it. She loves coming out here. And I could care less, but I'm happy that she's happy. So let's get out of here and let's get back into my space. Okay, so this is kind of just my tool storage. It's once again somewhat lacking. Stuff comes in out of the trailer. I throw it on the tool racks and, you know, whatever. I don't need all of these tools every day on the job site, so this is kind of where they go in between uses. Some are doubles, some I don't use hardly at all anymore, whether I've changed, you know, paths from back in the day, remodeling or whatever. I do have a little bathroom. It's nothing crazy, but you know, it's nice to have when you're out here. Literally a sink someone gave me, so it's not that great, but it's awesome. And obviously where you got to do your business. Back here, and maybe you guys can help me with this, but I've got all of the air hoses are all lined in the shop walls for future air, I guess. And I don't know what kind of compressor I want to do. So honestly, it's not something that I've really spent a lot of time thinking about, but maybe you guys can help me with that. And let me know what the best shop compressor is. Nothing special in here. Let's go ahead and we'll go up on this side in this mezzanine real quick and I'll show you what I got. So this is another one of those catch-all places. Clearly Kyle can't let things go because I'm looking around and I don't hardly ever come up here. A lot of fasteners, extras, pieces, you know, just parts and stuff of the job. They'll get put up here and they'll just go to die. Like I haven't laid hardwood flooring in forever, but here's my Bostitch hardwood flooring nailer, and maybe someday I'll end up doing it. But for the most part, these tools are corded tools, pneumatic tools, things that have just kind of had better days. It's kind of funny here, I got this sign. I mean, this goes back, Rural Renovators Roofing. There was a point where I thought I was gonna be a roofer. Man, well, I'm not gonna offend anybody, but I'm not a roofer. That's not what I love. I love building buildings. So nothing really cool up here. Got this sweet Christmas tree. It just showed up at my house one day. My mother-in-law dropped it over, and I guess maybe we'll put it up after Thanksgiving, so pretty soon. So let's go over here. We've got the RR Buildings, you know, workout room. This is where we got to stay fit, stay healthy. That way we can stay safe on the job. No, that's actually all a joke. I probably should use this more as I get older, but things are always going and we're always busy. But this is kind of the space that my wife and I thought, we'll go ahead and use this little area in the shop. It'll give us a place to, you know, hit the bike, the treadmill, pump some iron, you know, do those curls, but I really don't use it that much, and I should. Actually, one of my dreams with my shop when I was growing up, and I remember when I started to build this, was I wanted a basketball court. I wanted to be able to shoot hoops inside because I did love basketball. I still do. And I wanted a space to park a motorhome because I always wanted to travel to the Rockies in a motorhome. So I think I'm living the dream here because I got my hoop and I got my motorhome. Now it may have been a while, but kind of want to take a shot real quick if I can find a ball around here. My kids, oh, right here. Here we go. Let's see. Hopefully you cut out all those misses. Let's keep up with this tour here. So back here, once again, is one of these things that I don't use all the time. If you want, I'll tag the video for this. If you don't know what this is, it's a Swenson Shear, and I'm not talking about the pink bike, it's this orange and black thing. It's used to cut ribbed profiled steel. You can see that. Pretty cool tool. But this is my commercial brake here. It's a Tapco Maximum XL 12'6" brake. I got it in an auction, and so if ever I've got to make some quick bends, this is where I do it. And we're just gonna walk around the motorhome here. Got my dolly, snow blower. Got this, I don't even know, this random shelf that's not even full. We got, I don't know what this is. Oh, I know what this is. So my major goal, and you can see here I've got a lot of random materials, leftovers, I got trim pieces, I got all sorts of stuff, and I try to keep the extras, but I don't really have a good space for it. So I've got this large shop, but I don't have good storage. My goal is to put up another shed at some point right over here where I'm gonna keep all my extras, because I've got my lumber, I've got the sonotubes that we use for all of our piers. I don't even know why I've got like 20 extra tool belts. These are like all of the like $50 tool belts that I used to buy. Now I just wear the Diamondbacks. They're way better quality, and they're hopefully gonna last a lot longer, because I don't even know why I have these. But I got windows. These are my windows that I keep in stock for the buildings. Old windows, boxes of silicone. I've got my old corded DeWalt miter saw, my old Porter cable job site circ saw. So like, I just really need to clean house, find a good place, find a good home for some of this stuff. This is kind of where the boxes of garbage go, and then when there's a nice day outside, I'll usually recycle or burn the cardboard. I know someone's gonna hate me for burning cardboard, but nobody picks up recycling here in the middle of the country. That's kind of the shop tour. Really the only other couple things we got is, you know, this is my truck. You guys have seen it. It's not really a shop tour. You know, obviously we got the motor home. It's kind of hard to miss. I don't really want to get into that. We're not doing a motorhome tour today. But I did want to point out the lev rack. You guys, if you haven't, I did do like a little installation video of the lev rack. We got it surrounded by some lights for the Tools Day videos, but it's just a cool set of shelves. You can just push and pull and, you know, kind of get in here, and you got all your stuff on certain racks. And it just is a nice way to organize, and they just look sick. So I'll tag that video too if you want to check it out. But a couple specs about my shop. So I know a lot of you might be like, that's all cool, Kyle, tell us about your shop. It's a 60 by 88 shop, 18-foot tall sidewalls. I've got a 24-foot wide by 16-foot tall, 3-inch thick garage door, and I've got a 16-foot by 16-foot 3-inch thick garage door. So that was kind of the maximum thickness, high efficient door that I could get at the time. I've got my radiant tube heater. That's what heats this shop. It's super efficient. Probably, maybe I'll spend about $500 a year keeping my shop heated to about 55, 60 degrees all winter long here in Northern Illinois. So it's very efficient. I've got an R25 in the wall, I got an R45 in the ceiling, and I've house wrapped the entire building. So this building was built before we were doing the concrete piers, so it is embedded post in the ground. It makes me cringe thinking about that, because they will rot out at some point, probably in my lifetime. I hope not. But the reality is we try to keep post out of the ground for that exact reason. But other than that, that's really, I got the porch that wraps around the shed, and you know, I just built this thing in order to show off to my customers, or future customers, hopefully, what we were capable of, and to give myself a place to, you know, run my business out of, and my wife to have her horse, and a place for the kids to play. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get to 200K and see what I can do next, and what kind of milestone video I can get. Thanks a lot for all the support. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys drop some comments down below on what maybe you want to see next on Tools Day. Otherwise, well, you guys have a good time, and we'll catch you next week.